there a definition of academic tracking? I mean,
not on my sheet. Well, it used to be.
Please.
It would be when you had your general, college prep, vocational, those kind of different tracks.
That's how I interpret it. I guess in the pure definition, I'm not in favor because I think students learn at different levels. They may excel in math, but not in literature. There are courses where you can take AP courses in math and science and just college prep and the literature classes. So in the pure sense, I'm not in favor of it, but however, we do have it here in our system. We allow our students to reach, to get into the enrichment program, to take AP classes. But I also think it's important for, I'm going to say, the average students to also excel in the classroom. And we just can't put below average, average, and above average students in classrooms and expect the below average to excel and to succeed. So we need to have classes and different types of students in those classes to model the way for those students. Again, we want to take the blackbirds and make them bluebirds. And we do that also with our teachers and the way they teach and the differential teaching strategies within their classroom. I mean, yes, you have to teach 25 kids or 20 kids, but teachers are able to use different teaching techniques and styles to address maybe that lower end part of that classroom. But again, I think those students are looking at the people who are achieving and say, boy, I would like to be like Susie, or I want to be like Johnny. So I think those students have an opportunity to exceed. So I guess short answer is I don't believe in it, but we need to also but the higher end students and people need to have academic choices, and that's what we provide here in Findlay City Schools.
Yeah, I had to check around on this too, but the way I understand it is that Findlay High School used to track all 4 grades. Basic, which were students with probably the lower test scores. There was a college career tech test, college prep, and honors. And the way I understand it, they have dropped that the basic and the college career tech prep for the freshman and sophomore students, but it still exists for juniors and seniors. Some of the teachers I talked with, and it didn't seem to be strong feeling just from the people I talked with one way or the other, but some felt that because kids can no longer go into a career tech prep, they automatically went into college prep. And the college prep kids then started going into honors. I think that the honors classes here have definitely swelled, that there are more students this year in honors, and that's been increasing. And so does it have the effect of basically dumbing down your honors program and your college prep program? Statistics or studies say that the kids do better without tracking, but there doesn't seem to be, from the limited research I was able to do and people I talked to, doesn't seem to be a real strong feeling one way or the other. So I think what I would suggest is to survey the teachers on this again and see how they felt about it, and then maybe re-examine some existing studies on the effectiveness of tracking.
I have trouble with the tracking. I guess it's because I've been in the system for enough years that I watched everything go around in a circle. We eventually got back. I can remember the round tables, sitting in the chairs, put the chairs around the edge of the room. It was all these different, it depended on who wrote the last doctorate. The universities do a great job of selling to people on the things they should do, but if you look at the bottom line, who really benefits from it? The university. It used to be you went to school for 2 years, then you went to school for 3 years, then you went to school for 4 years. Now you're lucky if you can get out in 5 years. And on top of that, you have to have a master's and a doctorate and whatever to do what? Somebody has to, there's a division line of what all these degrees mean to being able to go out in the community, make a living, and be part of that community. I watched advanced placement come in. When advanced placement started, we couldn't put one class together. It only took 1 year, and the parents found out that some of these people were in special classes, so why weren't their kids in these special classes? So all of a sudden, we had all kinds of advanced placement classes. That's just the way it is. That's human nature. I look at the same thing. Enrichment program right here. Why are we here tonight? Enrichment? I thought every classroom was supposed to have that. Why wouldn't everybody benefit from some kind? And yet, you know and I know it's difficult to hire teachers or keep teachers in some instances, because if they can't teach the enrichment classes, they don't want to teach those shop kids or somebody else like that, because those are problems. And I think that creates a problem within our school system. Do we need special classes? Yes. Do we need special attention to certain people? Yes. But how big is that number? I question the number that we're seeing involved in it today. I don't think. It doesn't mean a young lady that graduated here just a year ago. 4 point something. My wife and I visited down at Miami University. We went to see the Dean of the School of Fine Arts. Said, hey, we've got this young lady here, excellent grades, an excellent performer. I'm not going to tell you what she did, because if I do, you'll know who it was. I said, she's already taken freshman college classes while she's graduating from high school. And he said, you know what our average grade point is for people coming into the School of Fine Arts today? And I said, no, but you can tell me. He said, 4.3. I said, how do you get to 4.3? I thought A was 4 points. You mean there's something better than A? And they said, oh yeah, they take extra classes. I said, oh, that makes them smarter because they took the extra classes? How do you track that? I don't know.
I really like that.
My answer is going to come in two tones. First of all, if I could, as a lawyer, disqualify students with special needs, is that a separate track or is that a category? Oh, okay. Well, if there's special needs children, and yes, there's extra teaching that needs paid to them, then absolutely. But back to my general answer. If we do have tracks, the one thing we have to remember is every one of these children are ours. And it's, as a public school, it's our duty to see that we do the best for them. As far as tracking, I would like to see the main body in what I call the general track, a successful, able to pass standardized tests, a curriculum that is going to serve them well. The track on the one side there are students, just like if you go to a track, there's going to be a couple of kids who just smoke everyone else, if I could use a little slang there. If we can give those students additional resources so that they may fly even higher, let's do it. I'm all for it. The practical side of that is what happens if we don't do it. What happens if Findlay High School 4.0 is it? That's all you can get. Then I think we handicap our honor students, or what would have been our honor students, because even though they've got a 99 or 100 on every test they ever took during their entire tenure here at Findlay High School, they look like an oh-so-ran when you look at the students from all over the country. So I do believe we need to have that. The other track that we're very concerned with is if we do identify some children that either through their own admission or through other means that we know that they're not going to go further than high school, I'm for a series of classes which is going to get them ready for the day after graduation. Because let's face it, unless they're independently wealthy, they're going to have to work, they're going to have to support themselves. And there are going to be tasks which, and I'll admit here that as an accountant, the last thing I want to do when I get home is work on my checkbook. But we need to give those students those skills so that they are ready to go out into the workplace June 10th and support themselves. Thank you.